Welcome to Hot Aces.
Hot tips from Hot Aces on hot sauce.
Warning! Awesome content. Viewer discretion is advised. We're all on a journey. I've been acing it since 2015, but I've been using Alteryx since 2005.
We're all on a journey. I've been on my ACE journey since 2018, and I've been using Alteryx since about 2015.
We're all on a journey. I've been acing it since 2019, and I've been an Alteryx user since 2015.
Hey there, I'm Nicole Johnson. I am going to be starting out today with a classic. We've got some Frank's Red Hot Wing sauce on a true culinary masterpiece of dino nuggets, because it's 10 o'clock in the morning here on the West Coast and they don't make wings that early. So we are doing some dino nuggets with our hot sauce today. So I'm going to start out. Delicious breakfast. It's great. I have been using Alteryx since 2015. I think a similar use case to lots of you out there, where I needed something other than Excel. And so I've been a huge fan, big active user on the community for a few years now, and have been so excited to be a part of this ACE community since 2018. I think if I could be any Alteryx tool, I would be the dynamic input tool, because it's just so flexible. I mean, you never know when it's going to come in and save the day. So I think if I was going to be any Alteryx tool, that's what I would be.
Hi, I'm Esther Bezborodko. I'm going to start off with one of our favorite kind of basic vinegary sauces, Cholula. But I'm going to try not to touch my nose and my eyes. So I teach people Alteryx for a living. I work in enablement, make sure that people are using Alteryx. Like many of you, we started in Excel. We wanted to adopt something. Oh my God, the heat's hitting me now. We wanted to adopt something more flexible. And in February of 2015, I was told you have to be the subject matter expert and be teaching this and develop a full training program by May 2015. That was my Alteryx introduction. I shortly thereafter became active on the community and became an ACE in 2019. I love helping out on the community. If I were an Alteryx tool, I would probably be a select tool, because it's flexible, it can do a lot of things, and it's got lots of little areas that you didn't know existed. Man, that hits you after.
Hi, I'm MarqueeCReW, and I'm starting my Alteryx journey every day, it seems. Today, I'm going to start with some hot sauce. They're honest. The smile on my face isn't telling you the whole story. I started my Alteryx journey supporting a large marketing organization. I started my journey supporting a large marketing organization, and soon found that Alteryx was the fun in my day. and started my own company, MarqueeCReW, where I've been helping support the Alteryx community and clients since 2015. In becoming an ACE, I really saw that as a milestone marker that just defined one moment in my life, and now being an ACE really is a verb and not a noun. If I were an Alteryx group, if I were an Alteryx tool, I would be make group. I like to bring people together and data together, and it does only one thing, but it does it so well.
So Mark, how did you become an ACE? Let's answer with your mouth full. I'll answer, and then you answer when I'm done. So I became an ACE after a good probably year and a half or so of really active participation on the community. I think that went a long way on my kind of ACE journey. I started working on the weekly challenges and got really excited about those. And then I ran out of weekly challenges. And so then I started to look at solving posts on the discussion boards and things like that. And really just enjoyed finding this whole big group of people that wanted to solve fun things together. And so that was, I think, my introduction to the ACE community. And since then, I've really enjoyed doing a lot of fun things like working with the product teams and engineering and making sure that they know about all our wild ideas and however we can help the product and development teams make some of those happen in real life.
Well, I can't believe I just took another bite of the wings. And I was there as a cheerleader for you, actually, for both of you.
Yep.
Every step of the way.
Yep.
And when I became an ACE, we didn't have weekly challenges. You had to answer questions that were being posted to the community to get the experience in the tools that you didn't have. So I really became an ACE in trying to educate myself about Alteryx. So my Alteryx learning journey led me, I think, to becoming an ACE.
And I would say I pretty much have the same thing. Very similar journey to Nicole. I started with the weekly challenges, I want to say in 2017. Is that right? It was 2017 Vegas? Yeah, 2017. Yeah. Ran out of those really quickly and needed more to solve, and jumped into then the community posts and answering questions and solving with amazing people like Nicole and Mark and other ACEs who joined in on the conversation. And it was really about learning more myself. So I was a very active participant in the community. I was speaking at conferences and rallying to be an ACE. I had people writing me recommendations and no go. Wrote a blog, which was all that they were asking me to do in addition, and I became an ACE. So it was just taking it to that next level of community involvement in not just learning for myself, but in helping others on a larger topic with a blog that I think got me my acehood, as it were. And since then, been learning and writing ever since.
I think that's one of the cool things is like we all have some similarities in our journeys, but the community's evolved so much over the years that, you know, it's constantly changing and how people are learning and also how we're all sharing on the community as well. I think it's neat how that's evolved.
Yeah, I think ACEs share as part of their middle name. So part of our being is sharing. So if you see us, you read us, you watch us, we really feed off of you interacting and asking us questions.
I think my favorite perk of being an ACE, aside from like input into the product and working with these amazing other ACEs and having phenomenal like recognition for amazing like ability to interact and have your responses taken seriously by participants in the community. I love going to conferences. Like I love going to Inspire's, Analyticons, whatever you want to call them, InspireCons, and speaking. And I've had the opportunity to speak at actually all 3 conferences that Alteryx does around the world. So I think that's an amazing, amazing perk is the outreach that you get to do by just being present.
I know for me, my favorite is the 2018 conference in Anaheim for 2 reasons. That was my ACEhood conference, as well as winning the Grand Prix. But I think that one was just fun in general. I mean, the conference, the Coachella party at the end of the conference was incredible. And I think it was the first time like I really felt like personally connected with a bunch of people throughout the whole entire Alteryx community. And so I think that one for me was my favorite. I know you've been to almost possibly every conference, Mark. what's the favorite for you?
Well, I can tell you my least favorite was when Hurricane Irma hit and I was stranded in St. Thomas. So
oh no.
I tried my best to get off that island. It just didn't happen. So my apologies to London for that miss.
All right, so I think the first one is going to be defying the laws of gravity and leaping into the air while Tara rushes the stage at the Grand Prix. The second one is all of us pretending it's not snowing outside at GKO. I think that was maybe 2019. And that was really the first time the Aces all connected together. And then the last one was poker night in Nashville, except that we weren't really using money. It was more whatever other materials were at hand.
Okay, well, why don't you go and try another wing and then we'll hear a little bit more.
Okay, so for this round, we're going to go with the double bastard. I don't know if you're going to have to censor that one out, Mark. Apologies for the video editing. So we're going to give that one a try with Stegosaurus Dino Nugget this time. I don't have high hopes for my enjoyment on this. Oh, habaneros. Awesome. Okay, so I tell you a little bit more about poker night. Okay, so in Nashville, we were all hanging out, a bunch of the Aces after hours, decided to play a little poker, but none of us had any money. And so it was more like, I'll raise you 2 sugar packets and a whiskey cube. Does anyone have any Cheetos? And so it really became like, let's raid the pantry and find miscellaneous food items and hair clips and hair ties and things like that to use for our poker chips. So it was a pretty low stakes game in the long run. I'm equally terrible at hair clip poker as I am at regular poker. So it really did not improve the game at all for me.
So I'm going to guess you didn't win.
No.
Can you name the winner?
Yeah. The what?
The winner.
The winner? I don't even know if I remember who the winner was. I think AJ was pretty good that game. Let's see who else was playing. Joe Lipsky was there. Andrew Kim. Tuvi was terrible. She ran out of hair clips. She didn't have any left. She was done.
So as a group, do you think that Aces are competitive or not?
Yeah, like so competitive, like even on the silliest, dumbest things. So yeah. It's super fun, the one-upsmanship on virtually any topic or any scenario.
Photo number 1, also known as what is Mark thinking? This was on stage at the Anaheim conference. It was actually my first ever on stage panel, and I got to share the stage with Mark and with Fee Gordon, and it was incredible. And my colleague caught this photo of me with my mouth open as usual. Okay, middle photo. Bondi Beach Walk. When we were at the Sydney conference, the Bondi Beach Walk, Mark and I climbed up a rock to take a photo with Alteryx license plates. Last photo, known as the red shoes, was taken at Alteryx in London in 2019. Very special to me because that's when I became an ace, and I'm flanked by my former CSM, John, and my current CSM, Peter. And I think this was taken right after the ace announcement, right after the session when they announced us. Okay, wing number 2. We're going to try this with a local hot sauce, Shaquanda's hot pepper sauce, made in Brooklyn. Okay. Oh, that's much hotter than the first one. Okay, you can't see it, but my eyes are completely watering. Holy moly. All right. So the Bondi Beach Walk, we thought it would be this wonderful idea to take advantage of being in Sydney. And on the weekend before Inspire, 3 of us trekked this gorgeous walk right along the coastline in Sydney, Australia. And there were lots of areas you could climb up and down and just explore. We had a little fun after this where we went completely off the beaten track to find a gorgeous little waterfall. And we're holding Alteryx license plates and got a whole lot of strange looks from passerbys. This one is really hot, but really good. It's one of those, like, you just keep eating it no matter how much it burns.
Can't help it.
Right. Oh, what you can't see in the photo are my Alteryx socks, which Mark thought were so important he took a photo of them.
I heard some rumors after this trip, Esther, that after this photo was taken, someone took off their clothes and ran into the ocean. Can you confirm or deny?
It's not entirely untrue. I will say that I had layered my clothing. But yes, I had to experience the waters. They were so beautiful. So I had to go in, and who wants to be in wet jeans all day?
No, I feel like that's totally fair.
Yeah.
Totally fair.
So how can I be MarqueeCReW without an Alteryx license plate or 2 and custom Alteryx Ace boots to boot? Also have the Alteryx Ace belt buckle. This was all for Nashville. It was a great amount of fun, and I think that the boots are my legacy now. I went to India and to help kick off a renewal of the Alteryx for Good effort and Alteryx user group in Bangalore, and got to meet a new friend along the way. And in Anaheim, I found a willing manicurist who gave me custom Ace and Alteryx nails in preparation for my warm and fuzzy session with Chris Love.
Which was, by the way, my favorite session to attend at the Anaheim conference. Side note.
Side note.
Certainly the best named session.
It was a good name. It was a really good session.
Yeah.
This is wild. So I'm not so wild about the idea, but anything for my Alteryx community. Very tasty, but I have a feeling the heat's going to catch up to me in just a minute. Surprisingly good. I think that hot numbed my taste buds just enough that wild has a chance to be enjoyed. Okay, Esther, I'm going to take another bite of this one.
Nice. So, Mark, you're very inspired with the swag. How many salaries have you spent on it?
Well, the boots and the belt buckle were about a 6-month process for getting, designing. I flew down to El Paso, Texas to go and get the boots And when I showed them the entire ensemble, they actually gave me more leather to take away and help to embellish my vest. The boots and buckle and the whole getup was less than a retail priced Alteryx license. This is a lifetime investment that I've got here. A lightning round will consist of would you rather questions, which should be rather easy to answer without the hot sauce. And let's see how we do. I will go first. I'm going to prepare for.
Mark, you're always so well accessorized.
Yes.
So I've got the blazing challenge here. Warning, blazing sauce may irritate eyes or skin. Wash with large amounts of water, exclamation.
No.
They don't even bottle this. You can only get it in these ramekins.
Sounds toxic.
Is this the Reaper sauce?
Yes, Carolina Reapers.
Oof.
You guys, it's been really nice to know you, Mark.
Yep.
We will miss you when you're gone.
Milk at the ready.
I'm gonna do Lola's. I know nothing about this except it's already burning my nose buds smelling it. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be painful, but maybe not quite as bad as Mark's. I think it's got a little bit of let's see. I think it's got a little bit of oh, I can't even pronounce the names of any of these spicy looking things.
Competition. I'm competitive. I'm going.
Right, we're all competitive.
We're never competitive.
All right. I am going with the Smoking Ghost, which is jalapeno, habanero, which is my favorite pepper, chipotle, and ghost, which I'm seriously afraid of ghost peppers. So it's been nice knowing all of you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This one's hot before it goes down.
Ghost peppers are bitter.
It's very zesty. Woo. I'm like equal
really
looks on our face, like, what is this?
It's really hot.
I'm sorry I made you do it, but I'm more sorry that I'm doing it to myself.
Don't touch your eyes. Don't touch your eyes.
Or your nose.
Ow.
I'm touching my mouse. Okay.
Ooh.
Nicole, would you rather be live at Inspire or on vacation at home?
Wherever the hot sauce is not. So maybe Inspire right now.
Okay, well, maybe the hot sauce will help. Would you rather lose 10 pounds or master spatial tools?
Is that for me?
Yeah.
Spatial tools. Again, to find locations away from the hot sauce. Esther, would you rather solve the Plinko weekly challenge or build a predictive workflow in front of other people?
Anything but Plinko. So we're going with predictive.
Wash your eyes.
I have a tissue I'm wiping them with. My fingers are far away.
Would you rather have a time machine or a teleporter, Esther?
Oh, a teleporter.
Where would you go?
The ghost peppers.
Teleport away the ghost peppers.
Okay, so now I ask you, Mark.
Yes.
Would you rather teach a math problem with Alteryx or a chalkboard?
Oh, Alteryx, any day.
And would you rather have a sing-off with Ariana Grande or a dance-off with Rihanna?
Oh, let's go with the sing-off by I have a feeling I won't win that one. Kind of like me joining the Grand Prix against Nicole. And Esther, would you rather teach your parents how to use Alteryx or how to use the remote control that you just got on your new TV?
Alteryx, because I struggle with remote controls.
Mm. And what about amazing? Would you rather amaze your boss with your own Alteryx skills or learn something? I learned something today. Or learn something from watching another ace show you something you didn't know how to do.
I would say learn something from another ace, like don't eat the warning sauce.
Oh,
Hey, Mark, would you rather get credit for everything that you know about Alteryx or find out about all the things you didn't know about Alteryx?
I think that the world of not knowing is so much bigger than the world I know. I'll go for learning more.
I love it. And would you prefer your only mode of transportation from here on forward be a donkey or a giraffe?
Giraffe. I live near a zoo and they'd have friends nearby.
Ah.
Excellent.
Nicole, would you rather share your last workflow or your last text messages with your boss?
With my boss, probably my last workflow, because my text messages are not very happy. I have a remodel going on right now, and I don't think he would think very highly of my text messages lately.
And would you rather spend your day reading Alteryx community articles or writing Alteryx community articles?
I probably would like to write them. I'd make myself sit down and do it. Talk about it all the time. Let's make it happen. You're still there, Mark.
I thought if I had another one, it would go away. I flush it. Both of you, this is a question close to my heart. Would you rather use base A, which means only using Alteryx tools that come with the product, or use CREW macros to solve a problem?
Well, that's loaded. CREW macros, which should be part of base A anyway.
I know, yeah. They're made of base A, so really it's all the same thing.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer, Mark.
Yeah, silly question.
I'd like you to take one last stab and let me know and let everyone know where we can find you during the Inspire 2021 sessions. Esther, we'll start with you.
All right, I'm gonna go for my habanero sauce, Lomalita. Cheers. I think my mouth is dead from the ghost chilies because I don't even taste that. Like, seriously, can taste nothing right now. Maybe that's good. So at Inspire, you can find me and Joe Lipsky reprising our 20 tips in 20 minutes, which used to be 40 tips in 40, dropped to 30 in 30. Now we're at 20 in 20. You can find me on the community, Esther B47, and Esther Bezzy on Twitter.
All right, I'm gonna
feeling in my mouth. Not burn.
Is now dead inside. Yes. I'm gonna finish out the way we started because I'm a wuss and I only like Frank's hot sauce is about the extent, I think, of what I can handle. We've now determined. So we're going with Frank's hot sauce on the Stegosaurus. And I'm okay being a wuss on this one. This is good territory to be in. So you can find me at Virtual Inspire at a session with Jimmy Garrett talking about the Grand Prix and all the things you might need to know before signing up to compete for the Grand Prix next year. And you will also find me at a session about building a custom SQL building tool. So talking a lot about different interface tools and ways that you can configure a workflow, a little bit of a how-to session. So you can find me there during Inspire, or you can find me on the community at Nicole Johnson, or you can find me at Twitter at _real_NJ.
And I'm going to end I'm going to finish off with some more of that fine blazing sauce from our sponsors at, no, just kidding. I just don't learn.
Your taste buds aren't dead yet, too?
They're dead. Alteryx Community, I love you. We'll find 3 new aces for 2022 Inspire. You can find me at to regex or not regex, that is the question. And also AIing your workflow. AJ and I will be introducing you to some tools from Veritone that are available in the Alteryx gallery. AIware. The hiccups came. Cheers.
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 Oh.
Yeah.
On community, on Twitter, on Instagram, it's at MarqueeCReW. During Inspire, I'll be monitoring community. Please mention me, and let's have a real conversation in community and find out what's interesting to you. What are you doing at Inspire? I'd like to hear. Oh, I touched it again.
No.
It was like I was meeting all these people in person that I had, interacted with on the community for 1.5 years. And I was like, what is this super cool group of people? It was super fun.
Welcome to Hot Aces.
Hot tips from Hot Aces on hot sauce.
If I ever end up in Brooklyn, then
Bronx.
Whoa. You look like you struggled a little bit there, buddy.
It was hot.
I guess it's hot. Oh, you have a clapboard.